What's up, YouTube? Before this video start, I just wanted to give y'all a quick background about this video real quick. This was the last video I recorded back in 2022, and I didn't upload it because I started having second thoughts. Like, I really don't need to upload this video because it feels like I'm just repeating myself. But there is some stuff in there that I said that I didn't tell y'all yet, so I'm gonna just upload it anyways. Plus, I haven't uploaded in a while anyway, so like, comment, subscribe, and many more videos are coming in the future pertaining to the Impala and the G35, and we should have a surprise in the future soon. So stay tuned for that, but enjoy this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. What's up, YouTube? Hope everybody's holidays was good and all that. This is gonna be the last video of the year, not ever, but last video of the year. But in today's video, we just gonna really talk about everything I accomplished on the cars throughout the entire year and what my plans are for the cars next year. Well, not too much of what it is because I already explained it in a previous video and I can link it down. But yeah, I got the Impala running right now because it was dead, like completely dead, so I had to use the G35 to jump it. So I'm gonna let it run for about like 30 minutes to an hour. Might drive it around the block once or twice to get all the fluids moving completely through it. But yeah, so some of the things we accomplished this year. I'm gonna start off with the Impala. Wasn't very much done to this car throughout this entire year. The only thing I can really think of majorly I did was painted the chrome on the wheels white, and yeah, that's about it. I did get I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think I got all the mids and highs played like right at the beginning of the year, and I know I didn't even get to ride with the stuff in the car for at least a year before I tore everything out. But I did tear everything out of here recently, so there's no speakers, no deck, none of that in here because I'm waiting on stuff to rebuild. Yeah, I'm going to be hopefully starting at least with making my sub box soon, if not getting the other parts like I said first for this car. But yeah, other than that, there wasn't really too much change with this car this year since I focused on the G35 most of the time whenever I got it. But the main focus now is the Impala, since the G35 is drivable and it's been a great daily driver to me. But other than that, we're gonna go look at the G35 and see everything accomplished on here. So if I got any pictures, I'll throw them up real quick of what the car first looked like when it first got here. But yeah, I actually accomplished a lot on this car. Many of y'all that's been sticking around since I got the car, and the channel has grown a lot since I got this car, and I'm thankful for that. Almost at 500 subscribers, so let's hopefully hit that 500 subscribers, and my goal for next year is to hit 1,000 subscribers, so we're going to make it there. But yeah, so on the G35, what we accomplished was, I think I bought this back at the end of March. Actually, yeah, I bought it the day after my brother's birthday, which will be March 24th. So yeah, I bought it back at the end of March. When I first got it, the car was actually gloss black with these hydro dip mirrors, I think the guy said. But yeah, it was gloss black. It had the silver OEM wing on here, and it had the OEM 03 tail lights, and it had the OEM 17s on here with lowering springs when I first got it. But starting from front to back, let's see, what I did was replace the valve cover gaskets. Had to do this side twice, which probably gonna have to do it again because I noticed it started leaking like somewhere around this area right here, which in the last time, if y'all remember, the leak was like over here. Now it's leaking at like this corner, which I'm going to switch to the aluminum valve covers because the plastic ones are kind of sucky. So I've been reading a lot of good reviews on the aluminum valve cover, so I'm going to go for those next. But Yeah, other than that, did that new radiator because it needed one when I first got it. Did the idler pulley delete with the 2 slim fans, which are still pushing very good. But yes, if any of y'all know, I did start off with 3 in here, but that was before like I really like paid attention to like airflow, how it gets into the radiator. So I started doing research on it, and that's what ended up killing the 1 fan that I had up here, because it was blowing in the wrong direction that the wind was coming through it, so it ended up killing the fan basically. So but now I know both these fans over here are in the right direction. They both work correctly. Anything else I did? Oh yeah, I did my little like DIY grounding kit. I went for all the grounds at least that I can see, and they all end up basically over here with the 0 gauge ground that goes to the battery and then also comes off the battery and goes to the frame over here. Yeah, and then the charge wire comes from off the battery all the way down to the alternator on the positive side on the alternator. Now I didn't do the alternator ground because the day I was doing it, it was like kind of chilly outside and it started to rain, so I was really only focused on getting just the power on there. I did upgrade at least the engine ground to a 6 gauge because I ran out of 0 gauge connectors, so I still had to get some of those to upgrade the engine ground to 0, but it's at 6 gauge for now. It's bigger than what it was. Yeah, anything? Oh, I changed all the spark plugs, coils, and other than that, I can't really think of anything else up here. Oh, unless you want to count the LEDs I put in there, the blue and green LEDs I put in there. But yeah, other than that, up here, that's all I really did. Suspension wise, I can replace now the front shocks are used, but they, at the time, the person I bought them from said the car only had about like, I think they said the car only had like 80-something thousand miles on it. Now I don't know if those were the shocks that were on the car originally. I just know that they were in better condition than the shocks that I had on here when I first bought the car, which had lowering springs on it. So I put 2 used OEM shocks in there, new OEM upper and lower control arm, new OEM ball joints, new sway bar links. And the only thing I didn't touch in the front is the that compression arm and the tie rods. Now I want to do the tie rods and the rest of the suspension parts at some point, but the car is good enough for now for me to be driving it around before I continue to finish everything I need to do on this. I do want to get the Impala done, like I can't stress that enough, but I want to get that done first before I finish this car off. But the other thing, put these wheels on here with no, like, there's nothing added to the suspension to make these wheels fit. They just barely fit on there. Of course, 5% tint all the way around. What's a car without tint? Can't ride around in a fishbowl. That's one thing you won't ever catch me in. You won't ever catch me in a fishbowl. I am going to be getting the windshield replaced soon. Actually, very soon. Hopefully sometime in January, and then get the windshield tinted. But yeah, other than that, now some things y'all didn't see me get to do on camera was I did put the Pioneer that was in the Impala in here. I did put the box that I originally had in the Impala before I even started doing anything. This was like my mids and highs box that I had in there, so I decided to reuse it, throw it in this car. Sounds fine, sounds just like it did when it was in the Impala. Oh, I unlocked the doors. Yeah, other than that, still all the same interior pieces. I didn't do nothing with the door speakers. They're all still work and all of that. But I took the 03 tail lights off, 03, 04 tail lights off, which are for sale. So if anybody wants those that has a G35 that needs 03, 04 tail lights, hit me on Instagram, or you can I think you can message me here on YouTube, but they're up for sale. $50, first 50 gets them. But Also, we went through 2 sets of 12s in this car, or this will be the second set. The first set was the SDRs, but I'm going to be today I'm going to be taking these 12s out and putting the 18 back in. Yeah, other than that, I still got the same 4-channel and Scar Audio 2K. Yeah, and then other than that, I didn't do nothing else to this car. It's going to be waiting for paint and all of that next spring. I know I was hoping to get that done over the summertime, but life happens and things happen, and not all the time we get to do everything we want. So looks like next spring will be the paint. I'll probably be sanding this down and hitting it with 1 coat of primer just to make sure the paint is going on at least a clean surface, but or a clean, freshly primered surface, I should say. But other than that, this car has been kicking. But let me go check on this Impala. I've seen some people call me and message me, and after I check all that, we want to see what I'm doing after that. All right, y'all, I checked my messages and all that, but if y'all hear that in the background, there's someone over there, one of the neighbors over there, they actually have a G35, and I don't know if you watch my videos or not, but I like your G35 and I like your exhaust setup you have on there. So if you do see this video, comment down below if you do see this. Hopefully one day we could chat about our cars. But other than that, yeah, ain't nothing else go on to this car this year. I feel like I accomplished a lot, given this car wasn't really drivable when I first got it. But now I drive it every day. I've been driving it every day since I basically did the title transfer work, which was a month after I actually bought the car. But so other than that, it's been a good, reliable car for me all year, and I hope next year just brings me a whole lot more. But right now, like I said, main focus is on the Impala. So yeah, we actually putting a real lift on here. Like, I can't stress that enough. We actually gonna put a real lift on here now. 4 12s in the back. The doors, I'm stuck in between choosing between 8s and 10s, but I do have my shapes made out for my doors out of cardboard, so I just had to trace them onto wood and get the doors done. So I've been doing a little bit of prep work for this a while. Yeah, other than that, I'm going to get ready to switch this 18 out, and hopefully I can give y'all a sound test on how everything sounds together in the G35. So see y'all then. Alright, YouTube, just thought I'd show y'all where I'm at with this now. Yes, the Bose amp is hanging right there, but that's only because, not me, I didn't lose the hardware to it, but the person who had the car before me, they lost the hardware to it. So it just hangs there when this basically is molding's not up against it with the clips and all of that. But right now I'm making another amp rack again. Yes, you heard it right, another one, but this one's going to be a lot more sturdy than when I tried to do the platform one and the Impala. But I'm basically going to be, I got 4 of these standoffs, so I'm going to put basically 2 on each side to make it nice and sturdy. Or to be honest, if I can, if it won't be so much of a pain, I might do 1 on each side. But if anything, I might just do 1 each side there and then 2 in the back, just to make it completely sturdy. But yeah, this is where I'm at with it, just to shorten this piece of wood that I have under here. It's kind of wide, so the 18 won't fit in here with this, with the amps sitting in there that way. So that's why I'm deciding to stack them up this way. So I got the pieces of wood cut. I'm about to cut these pieces of wood actually a few inches off. I'm only cutting up to the 32 mark. So I'm going to cut this piece of wood first, and then I'm going to, just to make sure they're identical, line those pieces of wood up and mark it with that one to cut there. And that should, hopefully I measured correctly. I measured it twice, but it should fit perfect right here against the back seat. So we're going to see what that leads us, and hopefully I could also make a way to make that battery like more permanently in there. So we're going to work on that until the sun goes down. Probably going to disconnect all the amps and everything, and I could probably take all of that in the house, and hopefully I'll be able to show y'all some of the clips of me mounting everything to the board overnight and all of that. But first, yeah, let me cut these pieces of wood and we'll see where I'm at after that. Alright guys, this is what it's looking at like so far. But basically this will be the front side right here. Planning on putting the base one on the bottom and the 4-channel up top, but we'll see with that. what basically the length of the wires allow us to do. Hopefully it allows me to do it that way. But right now I'm about to, if I have some black spray paint, I'm probably about to spray paint all these pieces of wood black just to make it look nice, because you know the theme of that car is everything is just black for it. But I'm gonna spray paint this black, disconnect the amps. Hopefully I have enough time to go take the 18 out of the Tahoe before it gets dark out, and I don't know, maybe I might just leave it in there. I'm not sure yet. I might just leave it here in the garage, or might just put it in the trunk of the car. I don't know if I will feel like wanting to take it back out after putting it back in there, but we'll see when I get to that point in time. But right now, I'm about to look briefly and see if I got spray paint. If I don't, it's just hard to stay like this. If I do, I'll see what colors I got. Hopefully I have black, and I'm going to spray paint this black, and going to disconnect the amps. So see y'all then. Alright guys, just got done doing the spray painting. I only had a little bit of black, so I only did the top and the bottom piece over here. They're both drying, but I only did the top pieces of the boards black. And the standoffs, I just painted those blue because that's the other paint I had in here. So yeah, it's just gonna be black and blue. So once all of this dries, I got about like an hour left of sunlight, so I'm finna disconnect all the amps, tape all the wires off, and hopefully get to disconnecting this 18 here in a second. But I'm going to take all of this out, at least sit it up here in the front seat, and let my phone charge when I get to the house, because it's almost dead. But when I get there, throw it on charge, set the tripod up so y'all can see everything I'm going to be doing to it. Not really going to be doing much, just going to be mounting the amps and all of that to it. But yeah, hopefully I, like I said, find a way to be able to make the battery more permanent back here. But sunlight's going down. We're going to continue this tomorrow, but on the bright side, tomorrow it's going to be a little bit warmer out here. So see y'all at the house. Alright guys, you see this is the way it turned out. Turned out absolutely good. I like the way the black looks with the blue. But the only thing I did change from here was I just shifted the 4-channel amp closer to the other side because I had it on the wrong side. But other than that, back to the video. Alright y'all, it's the next day. About to take the 18 out the Tahoe. Took us a little bit to get this thing started. It hasn't been started in months. Literally hasn't been started in months. But I gave my dad the offer if he'll let me buy this. What y'all think? Y'all think this will be a great asset? I'd definitely be a great asset because I had the theme of a toy hauler for it. Nice, good truck, trailer, and all of that. So about to take the 18 out, set it in the garage, then put it in a G35. We're gonna see after that. Alright y'all, the 18's in here. It's in here kind of crooked, but that's only because I absolutely have no space to like turn it and straighten it out. But it's in there sturdy. It's not gonna move from the way it is, but it's in there. Fought it a little bit to get it in there, but it's in there. I have the RP2000 hooked up and some of the speaker wires hooked up on the 4-channel. So right now what I'm about to do is cut it on, make sure the bass amp is working and all that, and I'm actually going to hook O-scope up to it to make sure tuning and all of that for this 18 is perfect for it, at least for what the setup I have for it for now. But also I'm going to try to find a way to hang that Bose amp up there, because like I said, I didn't lose the screws to it, but I'm gonna see if I got some screws. If not, I know zip ties will help hold it up there. So also, if I can remove this whole like under like seal for the rear deck, I'm going to remove that as well. But for now, let me turn this on, make sure it's working right, and bust the oscilloscope out and tune this amp. So I'll see y'all after that. Alrighty guys, we're nearing the end right now, cleaning up my tool and my mess from the inside, putting the seats back, and then we'll be able to go and check and see how this all sounds. But yeah, let me finish putting all this back together before the sun goes completely down, but hopefully I can still get a test for y'all so that way y'all can hear how everything sounds. So let me do that, give y'all a test, and then let me know how y'all think it sounds. Alright guys, finally all done. It's New Year's Eve. I'm actually kind of a little upset right now after I'm finished with everything. Somehow one of the RCA ports on my amp like just went completely dead. So I tried to basically splice both the RCA cables together and basically plug them into one RCA port, but that doesn't seem to be working either. So like, it's not hitting as hard as it should be right now because it's basically only working off of one RCA. So I'm essentially going to need to just get a new set of RCAs for my bass channel and a new bass amplifier. So I'll let y'all hear how it sounds for now, so it's not going to be too great, which this probably explains why the audio legions weren't as loud as what I thought they were going to be. So I'll probably test those two 12s back in here again at some point whenever I get a new amp and new RCAs, but I'm probably not going to get it anytime soon because I want to switch my main focus over to the Impala, like I said. But yeah, I'm about to play some music real quick and we're going to see how it sounds just for now. Try to find a song that's more for the lows real quick, and we're gonna play that, and then I'll give y'all what I think afterwards.
Shut the fuck up. that weed and I drank that drink on the block in my trap house.
All right, y'all. Yeah, that looks like that's it for today. It sounds decent and all of that, but I just know the bass should be hitting harder, and I know it will hit harder once ever I get a new, or whenever I get a new amp and a new set of RCAs. But like I said, that's not going to be coming no time soon. I'll just live with it like this for a little while until I'm ready to basically get a new amp and RCAs in here, because that would insist of me taking like damn near the whole car apart again just to install all of that. So I'll probably order one maybe in like February or maybe March, whenever I decide, somewhere around there. I just don't feel like taking the car apart. I feel like I've been wasting a little bit too much time here on the G35, but that's why I'm ready to shift the main focus over to the Impala. I had to constantly remind myself this is the daily driver. It doesn't need to be completely like perfect how I want the Impala to be. So, but yeah, Happy New Year's, everyone. Hope everyone has a safe and fun, enjoyable holiday. Hope to see more subscribers here in 2023. But yeah, Happy New Year. See you guys in the next video.